Oh, thank you.
Uh-oh.
How's Hilda? When's her baby coming?
We're on. What are you doing?
bad.
It's okay. January 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one today.
We're Brian Donahoe, Phil Duncan. What's up, guys? Let's roll. Toyer.
All right, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties initially in the loud, unruly crowd in the background. But thank you for joining us today. Unafraid, George Reister here, Joey Heim right here. He's super excited because his Yankees didn't win the World Series.
But we beat the Astros twice. I mean, 3 times at home. We didn't lose to them at home.
And the Dodgers didn't, so he's gloating today.
I'm not really gloating. I just told everybody that whoever comes out of the American League, they're going to be so battle tested and ready, and it reared its head in game.
Dude, you sound like a hater.
Anyways,
we got a couple good topics for you guys today. First of all, the Papa John CEO is claiming that NFL players kneeling is hurting his business. The Tooth Fairy. We're going to talk about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. At what point in time do you stop lying to your kids? Because one of us here lies to our kids. Should the Dodgers fire Dave Roberts and do something with Yu Darvish?
Yu Darvish. Oh, my gosh. This poor guy. And by the way, this guy has a problem with Correa's proposal after the game.
So
calls him soft.
So I didn't call him soft.
What'd you say? What was the word?
We will get
I'll
to
let
that.
you defend yourself
And also, the Cavs are 3-5. Are you concerned? Is the question.
Who's coming out? Who's won 3 in a row? The 76ers. Trust the process.
Nobody cares. You guys are still so far away from winning anything.
You know we've only lost 1 game against the spread. That's how good it is in Philly.
What does that have to do?
You
guys are
we don't even have Markelle Fultz yet, dude.
Dude,
can
nowhere
you imagine?
Close to winning a championship.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Papa John CEO, he has criticized the NFL. John Shatner. He's criticized the NFL players.
That's the guy in the commercials, John Shatner. Oh, yeah, I had no idea.
And criticized NFL's leadership, specifically in Roger Goodell, in not getting this protest stuff under control. And that the players kneeling is hurting his business because he's an NFL partner. That's a bunch of baloney.
Well, unless, I don't know, he has to prove it somehow that like people are not watching the games anymore at home. They're out. They refuse to watch NFL games, so they're not ordering pizza, at noon to watch the game. There has to be a reason. I'm sure he.
Or he could just be saying things just to be saying them to try to explain to his shareholders. Because remember this:
that could be,
CEOs have to always explain to their shareholders.
Yes, sir.
So you have to make an excuse for why your business is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So who do you blame? Blame the players. That's an easy target.
But Chrissy Teigen on Twitter said so now we have to eat racist pizza. So. By him saying that, do you think he's just going after black athletes?
The black athletes are the only ones who are kneeling.
No, the white dudes are kneeling too now.
Well, there are a couple guys who are kneeling. However, though,
it started with a black athlete.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it is you cannot in any way equate the players kneeling and this dude's not being able to sell pizzas. Because when you look at when you look at Domino's, their stock price is down. When you look at Pizza Hut and that whole Yum company Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, that whole conglomerate, their sales are up. Now, I don't know about Pizza Hut specifically, but their whole company sales are up. But Domino's is up. Domino's is down. Little Caesars was down, and so is Papa John's.
Well, he should get the thing to this Papa John's guy. I know every time I'm on the Sixers feed for Twitter, every time the Sixers win a game, you get 50% off of pizza, and his pizza's already cheap. So they're basically giving pizzas away. That's the problem. I don't see Pizza Hut doing that or Domino's.
Well, that was their initial business model, right? Which works for some people. It's like giving a Groupon, right?
Right.
So you get people to come in the door, buy your pizza because it's cheap. But then your pizza actually has to, at some point in time, stand on its own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people have to be willing to order your pizza when there's no coupon. And I'll tell you this, my kids, when I try to order Papa John's with a coupon, my kids are yelling in the background, Daddy, no, don't order Papa John's. Get us Pizza Hut. Get us DeMillie's Pizza or whatever the hell's around the corner.
You know what's really cute? You don't want my kid to believe in tooth fairy, but you say coupon. What the hell is that? Do you hear that? Coupon. It's a coupon. You keep saying coupon. What the hell is a coupon? But it's all right. It's all right. We love that.
What are you talking
Does it mean?
Ask him to say volume.
Say volume.
Volume.
Oh my God. Not the pill you take, the volume.
Oh,
but you know
yeah.
what? I used to get that confused too, so I can't hate him.
No,
for that.
I know it's volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
Volume, pump up the volume.
Get out of here.
Dance. So anyway, so the Papa John's guy, he's just giving him away. If he stops doing that, I guarantee you business will be up.
No way. Because, okay, once you give away pizzas like this, right, people get used to getting it for free. That's why they were ordering it, because they were getting it at a huge discount.
Right.
So that's to get people in the door, because he's been the NFL partner for a couple years now. And so people were ordering, but at some point in time, even if you give people free stuff and they don't like it, they're going to stop ordering it. And when you look at the
So you think people don't like? Because Papa John's is either you like it or you don't like it. I mean, you love it or you don't like it. I love that butter.
Oh,
that
butter is phenomenal, and the little seasoning sauce
Oh
on
my
top.
God,
It's great. I just wish.
But now they charge you for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they charge you like 40 cents if you want more than one. It's like 40 cents.
Dude, I haven't ordered a Papa John's pizza in I don't know how long, and I used to order it a lot because I used to get the free coupons. But
There goes again, coupon.
look at the other NFL partners: Visa, Pepsi, Gatorade, Verizon, Dannon, USAA commercials, Frito-Lay, Pepsi.
What's USAA?
That's the insurance company, man. Like the USSA commercials. I got my home loan. I got my
those things.
insurance from USSA.
Oh yeah. It's on Fox News. That's
Yeah.
right.
Nationwide insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Xbox, Apple. None of these companies are suffering. And if they have had a decline, it's literally based upon like the normal rate of like corporate, like decline and ebbs and flows.
Why would he? I don't understand why he would say that. Like, I mean, does he think we're stupid? Like, he has to.
Yes, he believes we're stupid.
He must. I saw the pie chart you just put up there, and business has been declining for over a year before the kneeling. So it makes no sense.
Listen, you have to blame somebody. Blame people that people don't like already. I mean, that's an easy target. And one thing that people may not know is, guess who owns 100 Papa John's pizzas? Mr. Jerry Jones owns them.
And John Elway owns a whole. Not John Elway. I always do that. Peyton Manning owns a whole bunch too, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a few NFL players that own a bunch. So I don't know. But I just know he's getting called a racist though.
Yeah, but hold on. But he criticized the NFL's leadership though, right? Which is specifically Roger Goodell.
I agree to that a little bit.
Roger, how can you criticize? I mean,
I don't know if it's Goodell per se, but somebody they should have gotten in front of this a long time ago.
Okay, in terms of the owner's perspective, right? The owner's perspective, when you look at what Roger Goodell has done, specifically with the owners, they care about their money. They're in this for the money. Their franchises, when he took leadership less than 10 years ago, or around 10 years ago, NFL franchises were on average valued at almost $900 million. Now, the lowest one is
Jacksonville, probably, right?
Valuated at $2.5 billion.
Who's that? Is it Jacksonville? Does it say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, but same with the NBA.
Nobody's lost money.
Baseball, NBA, everything is up. Everything.
Yeah, so there's no way that you can criticize
Look
what
at the
Roger
Clippers.
Goodell has done in terms of the making the owners money. But when you say get in front of the Kaepernick thing, well, get in front of kneeling and all this stuff, right? How could they have gotten in front of this? Made sure that Kaepernick was not blackballed.
No.
Because thing is, if Kaepernick had a
you
job,
really think that would have ended the kneeling?
No. I think that it would have ended the polarizing opposite sides, like in terms of you would have at least had one people, right? Because there are people who quote unquote say they're not watching the NFL because of protests or kneeling or whatever, and then you have people who are saying that they're not watching the NFL because they are because they're on the other side because Kaepernick doesn't have a job and all that.
Okay, so here's where I disagree with you. So let's say tomorrow Ezekiel Elliott got cut because he got in trouble. You don't think a team is going to pick him up in 4 minutes?
For sure.
So I think Colin Kaepernick, if Colin Kaepernick had the skill set of Deshaun Watson, I think he'd still be playing.
Do you realize that Brian Hoyer just got?
I know.
I mean, come on,
I know.
bro. I mean, he's better. Like NFL GMs have been anonymously said that they have him rated better than 6 starting NFL quarterbacks. Dude. So the skill set is not a question. The stats are there, the history is there, the numbers are there. This is a case of the dude being blacklisted, persona non grata, all of that.
Yeah, but also the owners, they do have the right not to sign him. Who knows how many fan mail they got saying, if you sign this guy, I'll never be a Cowboy fan again or 49er
Dude,
fan.
you cannot listen to that because...
What's his name? The Ravens guy. What's his name? The owner, Steve...
Bisciotti.
Didn't he do something like that? Where he asked the fans and...
Yeah, but dude, if you ask people who...
If he was awesome, he would... If he was still... I know his skill set. If he was Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott... I'm positive he'd be in the NFL right now.
No way.
He slipped a little bit. Other than the Packers, I saw his games against the Packers are like legendary. Against the rest of the league, it's not that good.
No, that's not actually
true. And I love
true.
the guy Reno.
That's not true, dude.
That.
How can you say that aside from the season 2 years ago, right, where he didn't play well? The last season he was in the NFL, he played well. And then on a bad team, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, I know.
And he has the 11th highest quarterback rating. He's rated higher than Joe Flacco and Eli Manning and a whole bunch of other dudes.
It's safe to say that since his appearance in the Super Bowl, he's dipped.
No, dude.
Oh, no.
He dipped. No, he dipped the next season.
Throwing style change or something. He was throwing a lot of.
No, he dipped the next season, and then he went back up after that. But on to the next thing, guys. On to the next thing. We're talking about truth. And we're talking about lies here. Your kid, right?
Both of my kids, my soon to be 11-year-old and my soon to be 9-year-old. Go ahead.
So Joey's kids. This man has his kids believing in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and probably Kukui and everybody else.
Cropsy, the Boogeyman, everything.
Okay, you guys, real quick. You guys are watching Unafraid, Joey Heim, George Reister. Please make sure you swipe up, like the feed, share the feed, continue the conversation.
Up mean, by the way?
You swipe up on Periscope, that way you can slide over and share the feed. You gotta swipe up to slide over.
Okay.
It's like Tinder, but one more move.
You know who says hi? I forgot to tell you, Dave Smith.
Okay. Tell myself.
A fellow Duck, right?
Yep. So so at what age is appropriate for you to stop having your kids believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy? Because your kid just lost a tooth, right? Your soon to be 11-year-old kid just lost a tooth, and he wrote a letter to the Tooth Fairy.
Actually, so it used to, the younger he was, it was longer letters. Yesterday it was just on a little 3x5 card. So I think he's starting to figure it out. But I'll give you an example. Do you know the Chemnitz family? I don't know if you remember them from Little League. So the oldest brother got caught. They caught the mom putting something under the pillow.
Yeah.
And she said the look on his face, it was the worst thing she's ever experienced. So she's like, please don't tell your little brother. It's like, so I do not want to go through that with my kids. Like,
so why lie to them in the first place?
This morning, can you imagine if I pulled Juju to the side and I said, Juju. So what happened was he wrote the note late, and Hilda, my wife, usually does it, and she totally forgot to do it. So he woke up in the morning, and the note was still there with the tooth, and his look on his face is like, I said, oh, you know what? Because it was a molar, it's heavier. She's going to come tomorrow. She's going to need help. So can you imagine if I said, Juju, don't tell Talia, but there's no Tooth Fairy.
Oh my!
Can you imagine his face? I can't do it.
Dude,
somebody else is going to have to break it to him. I'm not going to let him watch this.
Wow, so you're going to lie to your kid. So how long are you going to lie to your kid and make him believe?
Until somebody tells him.
Really?
Yes, until somebody tells him.
Really? Yeah. So then your kid is going to be like, well, Dad doesn't tell me the truth sometimes. He tells me the truth most of the time, but some stuff,
But if it's about the Tooth Fairy, he'll understand.
No, he won't.
And he's going to feel so cool because he's going to know before his sister, because she's still younger. So he's going to like playing on the joke like, oh yeah, I felt her last night. She came to my bed and I felt her wing on my eyebrow. That's what he said the first time. So it's cute. It's innocent. I love it. I don't want to lose that. They're growing up too fast. Let me ask you a question. Are you the kind of guy that gets sad that his kids are growing up too fast?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's why I'm having another baby. Like, I miss having my kids young and the innocence.
Well, that kid's gonna grow up and get bigger too, and then you're gonna have to stop having babies or get a younger wife.
Maybe get a younger wife. She wants me to get my snip, and I told her no. Oh. Are you snipped?
No.
Does he have to get snipped?
Yes.
See, why do you guys care so much? It's so crazy. We got to get the wise in here. Hilda is so adamant about me getting snipped.
Bro, check this out. You have to, I mean, you guys weigh in. What is the age that you stop lying to your kid about the damn tooth fairy? Or do you not lie to them at all? Because I'm in favor of not lying to your kid about it at all.
Do you think Juju, when he's 37, is going to be like, oh, I got my tooth knocked out in a bar fight, I'm going to put it under the pillow? A tooth fairy's going to come. He's going to know by then. It's I want to keep the innocence as long as possible. What do you guys think? Oh, well, we got somebody already saying that Colin Kaepernick sucks.
Oh, dude, we're off a cap.
Yeah,
we're
off a cap.
Yeah, dude. So I just don't understand the lying to your kid. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then it also,
why do they have to grow up so fast?
Because let's take Santa Claus for instance, because Christmas is coming up. Mommy and daddy work hard to be able to bless you with these things, right?
With the gifts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why on earth are you going to give some fat old white man credit for what you did?
Because it's on TV. It's like, it's they're young and innocent. You want to see the excitement on their face. Like, and can you imagine? So your kids are the ones in the neighborhood. They're like, oh, Santa Claus is coming out. Like, no. That Santa Claus is fake. My mom did that.
Yep.
Can you imagine
Damn right,
that?
buddy.
Oh my God.
Damn right, buddy.
You have parents coming to you. What the hell's wrong with you? That happened actually when I was a kid. I just remembered right now. A parent came to the school and confronted one of the other parents because their kid said, oh, Santa Claus is fake. My mom and dad told me.
Well, I don't lie to my kid. So sorry, buddy.
You tell your kid about everything.
I answer them honestly. If they ask me a question, I'm going to answer them honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So the Birds and the Bees came up with Juju a few weeks ago because he was wondering, how is our neighbor pregnant with no husband? So I was like forced to tell him, and he had an awful day. We both had an awful day. That look on his face, like it was like I saw him picturing stuff, like thinking about me and Hilda in the room.
Dude, you have to. Like your kids, when they ask you questions, you have to give them an age-appropriate answer.
Well, if he asks me if it's real or fake, I probably
yeah, but you're actively lying to him. Like, it'd be different if he just never asked. You're actively participating in this lie.
I'm just not telling. I'm just like, it's cute.
You're a horrible person.
If he's 14 and he's doing that, then okay, then you're right. But he's not even 11 yet.
Dude,
I was really surprised.
So your kid knows about sex but doesn't know about the tooth fairy.
I'll be honest with you. So last night,
he probably thinks that the storks drop off kids too.
No, he knows. But at 9:30 last night, I'm being honest with you. I was really surprised. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm writing a thing to the tooth fairy. And I was like, oh my God, he still believes in the tooth fairy because he hasn't lost a tooth in so long.
So are you gonna be mad at me if I see Juju during Christmas? I'm telling Juju when I see him, like, Juju, the Santa Claus is not real, Juju. Your dad's been lying to you.
He doesn't. We're not really. We're more Jewish, but we celebrate.
How are you more Jewish?
Like, we don't have a Christmas tree at the house.
Okay, so you have a
menorah. Yeah, we have a menorah for Hanukkah, but we don't. We go to Hilda's mom's house and sister's house, so. We just let it ride. But I wouldn't do that. I did do it one time, and Hilda got so pissed at me. She was, and I was like, "No, I'm just kidding, guys. Santa Claus is real." So I tried.
Oh, you bet. You wussed out.
Hilda's the boss,
bro.
Hilda is the boss.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the to go on back to the World Series yesterday, Dave Roberts, the Dodgers manager, which I think is very interesting, right? Because the Astros won the World Series, and what has more talk been about today?
Dave Roberts choking. Yu Darvish is a wimp. For me, it's the Dodger fans that, like, when the Yankees lost. Yeah, but on my Facebook page, they rub it in my face. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, though, if the Yankees had lost the World Series, it's much like the Dodgers. The talk would be more about if the
it's always who chokes, who loses. The Dodgers had the most wins.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, but it depends on the level of the team and the city. Because
do you think they choked? They lost 2 games out of 7 at home.
I think they lost 2 games that they had the changes that they had the opportunity to win.
Clayton Kershaw choked again for the Dodgers.
He lost a game, bro.
He lost a huge game.
Hold on. He
That was
lost
a huge
one
game.
He won a game.
Game 5 was humongous.
He won a game.
He was great in game 1.
Lost the game.
Less pressure in game 1.
Oh my God, there's always pressure. Won game 1, lost the game, and then came back in game 7 yesterday and shut it down for 4 innings on 1 day's rest.
He did. And can you imagine there was a stat in all of his innings pitched this year, whatever it is, 400 innings. They didn't intentionally walk one person.
Yep.
Yesterday in the game, they intentionally walked 2 in the same inning. That's crazy.
And that goes to analytics, right? And that's an analytics move, all this stuff, to get to the certain batter with all the data.
No, that was a little different. That was because they wanted to force him to make a pitching change. So that's kind of what they did. That was good managing, actually.
Correct. But I was segueing into the analytics with Dave Roberts. So everybody is critical of Dave Roberts right now. Oh, he should have thrown Kershaw since he was gonna.
Not Kershaw. Wood. Why not Wood? Right? Do you agree with that?
Listen,
Wood was unbelievable. Wood's pitching performance in Game 4. He had a no-hitter through almost 6 innings.
Here is the thing about managing baseball games and all this is that nowadays everything has fallen on analytics. Like you should get IBM Watson to be the manager instead of people nowadays.
What was the name of that the chess playing IBM? Remember
IBM
Big
Watson.
Blue?
Watson.
No, there's a name for what was it? Watson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you're right though. That's like the strike zone. Everybody wants a strike zone computerized. How do you feel about that?
No. Because I enjoy the human element of it.
Thank you.
And the manager who used the most human elements won the game. Like you have to be like AJ Hinch. What he did, use a combination of analytics and human data. Because when you look at what Hinch did at the end of the game, keeping Morton in. Like if that were Dave Roberts, the dude would have probably thrown the one batter and he would have taken him back out.
Yeah, first of all, I think he used Jensen too early in Game 6, but that's besides the point. But first of all, Hinch, I'm so impressed with him. He got his master's in psychology from like Harvard or something like that. You know, that's so much a part of baseball, and that's what made Dave Roberts so good. And the thing that happened to him in the World Series, he started over managing. He started. When he took Wood out,
did exactly what they've done all year. Like he didn't change anything that they've done.
No,
he stuck with the script.
I think he went a little. No, in the season he went more from the gut. But World Series, like, oh, it has to be this guy this time. If Wood has if this guy hits 390 against Wood, I have to take him out. Like that's the problem with Joe Girardi with the Yankees. That's why he left, because they didn't let him. They wanted him to be more analytic, and he was more by the gut. You can't do that anymore.
And the reality is that Dodgers fans, if you want Dave Roberts fired, guess what you're going to get? Another Dave Roberts. Like you're going to get a guy who's going to follow it by the book, because that's who they're going to hire. They're not going to hire a manager who's going to play it by the human element as much as
those days are done. Tommy Lasorda, Billy Martin, those days are done.
But I will tell you this. Overall, though, the newer analytics guys, like if you amortize it like over the course of like 100 series, they're gonna beat those guys who just use the human element.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I hate to bring this back to basketball, but Sam Hinkie with remember the Sixers GM, Trust the Process?
Yeah.
He learned everything from the Houston Rockets guy, Daryl Morey. And it's true, it's analytics. It's just everything now is analytics, and as much as I don't like it, if you don't subscribe to it, you're going to fall behind.
Yeah, and so, but the thing is, you have to subscribe to analytics, but at the same time, the human element knows people's heart. It knows people's.
So why did Darvish start yesterday?
Because Darvish over his career has been fantastic.
But postseason is a whole different animal.
But the thing is, he bounces back from. I mean, in the postseason, he had been well, except for the last start.
But it's a good start. And, like I said, and I've said from the beginning, the slick balls really didn't help out.
Oh, my God, dude, excuses. Everybody else was able to throw
balls
not true. Good enough.
Yu Darvish said it, he's an a Dodger, and McCullough said it, and he's an Astro.
Dude, so I'm not saying that the balls are not slick on some level, right?
You can see it. I mean, you can just see it.
Here's the thing, is that you cannot make excuses when Kershaw pitched well. In
No?
In 2 games, Kershaw pitched very well, right? In game 1 and game
Which
7.
Which game did he not pitch well in?
In game 5.
Okay, which game was the highest scored, most runs scored?
Game 5.
Okay, so there's something to it. Like,
no. So what I'm saying is that you can't make excuses when Verlander pitches well. Kershaw pitched well in 2 games. You had like a whole host of Morrow pitched well in every game except for 1. You had, McCullers pitched well in games. Like, so if these, like, you can't make excuses for a ball when guys in general, when other guys have pitched well.
Right.
I just can't accept excuses for that. Like, you just have to find a way to get it done.
well, I think Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager. It's amazing how when it all comes down to the playoffs, this is what I always said before the playoffs started. I picked the Astros because their hitting is just they don't strike out.
And
Altuve does not strike out. Correa does not strike out. He did strike out a little bit. Springer, and by the way, Springer is such a beast. I mean, that's your new age leadoff hitter.
Dude, he was a. I don't know if what he did is a repeatable performance because it was so fantastic.
They always say that. I mean, Reggie Jackson had 5 home runs in a
Yeah.
World Series. Who was the other guy? There was somebody else that did it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what he did, like
He struck out 4 times the first game.
yeah, you have to have a 7-game series to have it repeatable. But I mean, at this, the dude hit a home run. He hit a home run in almost 5 straight games.
he did, 5 straight games, yeah.
It's incredible.
So one thing that I have a problem with is this guy here, the stick in the mud, has a problem with Correa's engagement after the game. I
Okay.
think it's the most beautiful thing. I almost cried. I mean, she said yes, and I was going to do hashtag she said yes, and freaking Joe Buck beat me to it, that bastard.
Dude.
Do you like Joe Buck?
Yeah, I like Joe Buck.
Dodger fans hate Joe Buck. I will admit, though, he was pretty anti-Dodger.
Correct. He
Like,
was
and that's gonna be caught in left field, like
Yeah.
when it was the Dodgers. I'm sure because his dad was a Cardinal broadcaster for a long time. Vin Scully.
He's got a little residual
little hatred,
Cardinals
yeah.
love.
But what's your
Dodgers
problem
hate.
with the engagement, with the proposal?
Okay, so I felt like that he wouldn't have proposed to her on the field had they lost.
Absolutely right. Yep. But they didn't lose. Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, it kind of hijacks the celebration from his team.
No way, dude. You should have
and-
seen him in the locker room afterwards.
And number 3, it puts way too much pressure on her because he did it on television.
Like
what if she wanted to think about it?
Dude, can you imagine? He's about to sign a contract for $350 million. Like she's saying
That sounds
yes.
like all the wrong reasons
And you
to
flip
me.
that ring the minute she sees the bling like that. She's like, even if she's thinking about it, it's like, okay. First of all, he's a damn good looking dude. Remember, who was my man crush on? Remember? Carlos Correa. I would have said yes, and I love P. I would have said yes. If he would have proposed to me, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm straight, but yeah, okay, I can do that.
Oh my God.
He's a beast, dude. Let me tell you something. That guy he's the new A-Rod. When A-Rod was with the Seattle and
Oh,
Rangers.
yeah.
And he didn't even have a good World Series.
Yeah, it was just
It's
average.
I mean, what's his name? Springer really carried him. And Springer, you know the whole story about the stuttering. Like, I love that guy.
Dude, I am a Springer fan.
Oh, really quick, before I forget, I do have a problem with this. Jock Peterson's home run, doing this shit around the bases and pay me. And you know who really got upset at that? Juju. Juju's like, I swear I was watching the game with him. He said,
my God.
He
Stop.
said, this is going to come back and bite him.
Dude,
yes, I
dude,
believe
stop.
in the tooth fairy, but this is going to come back and bite him tomorrow.
Dude.
That's what he said.
Dude, stop.
You can't do that.
Stop. Yes, you can.
Dude, no, you
Dude,
didn't.
do
I don't
you
mind the
realize
backflip.
dude, hitting home runs is difficult.
But you don't get it right, dude.
It wasn't that difficult in the World Series. but-
Listen, true.
and
That's good.
and you.
I'm okay with the bat flip. That's not that. But you're rounding the bases and you're doing, and you're
Dude,
like,
don't
doing
you?
this.
He's trying to get his team pumped up.
He got the Astros
number one.
pumped up.
And number 2, Jock Peterson, half the time, like until the last 3 games, for the entire season and most of the postseason, he looked like he was swinging with his eyes closed. So
I mean,
so he was happy, he was excited, dude. Stop being an old fuddy-duddy, and don't teach your kid these antiquated baseball rules. Otherwise, nobody's gonna watch him play.
I don't mind the bat flip, but did you see? Even Justin Verlander said he didn't like the way Kelly Jansen was like talking shit on the field after Game 6. Dude, this motivates. You don't want to give a team extra motivation, and Jock Peterson doing this shit right into the bases.
Time out, dude. That is I love when I'm so happy you brought this up because that is the most asinine argument that people make in all of sports.
Katie Allegretti's with you. She says engagement. Denisha, we have a female who says an engagement after World Series. Tacky, but she's a Dodger fan. She's a Dodger fan. She was a Dodger fan.
Here is the thing.
I would be okay with that if I was a fan and could propose.
Here is the thing.
Let alone my husband was
Thank you.
Here's the thing that you have to remember.
They're never gonna forget that, dude.
No. Oh, okay, great. Here's the thing. What you said about the extra motivation. Okay. The extra motivation in sports.
Here comes the ex-NFL player.
That is the dumbest, most asinine argument that people ever make.
Oh, I disagree.
Do you realize that
Michael Jordan used every little thing as a shun?
No, dude, you could have said hello to Michael Jordan and it would have been a shun. Here's the thing is that people are people. And if they are professional athletes, and there are some people who are more motivated than other people, and if you do not have the motivation to win a game, they already are motivated to win a game 6 and game 7.
Motivation, though. No, it's a little bit extra.
Oh, extra motivation. If you need extra motivation, you're a bum.
You don't think brawls motivate teams a little bit more when a brawl starts?
No, it just increases your
motivation,
adrenaline for a second.
Adrenaline. Okay.
However, motivation to win. No, dude, that's the lamest thing of all time.
Dude, I disagree with you. Like Jock, did you see the relief pitcher that gave up the home run to Jock Peterson, just eyeballing him around? And even my 10-year-old son was watching. He's like, I can't believe he did that. And then
you were teaching Juju all the wrong things.
I swear, yesterday in the 9th inning, after the Astros won, Juju went like this, like, oh, where's this now? Where's this? Exactly. The baseball gods will always come back at you.
You are teaching
Juju
all the wrong things. So you can't celebrate around the bases, but you can believe in the tooth fairy. Get out of here, dude. A team that is not believing in the tooth fairy and a team that's not winning anything right now are the Cleveland Cavaliers.
My God.
They are 3-5. How concerned are you about the Cavaliers?
Did I tell you before the season started that I have a feeling LeBron is going to quit on what's his name?
He's playing fantastic.
What's his name?
He scored 30. He scored like 33, 8 and 8, dude. What is
LeBron can do that in his sleep?
Oh my God.
LeBron can do that in his sleep, but
how's he quitting on the dude? So how's he quitting on Dan Gilbert?
First of all, LeBron can single-handedly beat Orlando, the New York Knicks.
No.
Dude, I mean,
he lost at home.
He lost at home by 20 to the Knicks. Like
he's in his 15th year, dude.
Yes, he's on the way down. Absolutely.
But if averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds is on the way down,
he has nobody else. Well, first of all, Kyrie's not taking those shots anymore, right? Who else is shooting the ball? There's nobody. That team is done, dude. Like they're. I don't care what anybody says.
I have said it.
Me and these dudes at the gym were talking yesterday. These dudes, and they're like, dude, he got Rose. He's got who's the other guy? Dwayne Wade. I'm like, dude, this is 2017. This ain't 2008. I'm like, are you guys serious? Like, you really think these guys in the playoffs? They're just saving up right now.
Dude, they built the team out of the scratch and dent bin.
I love LeBron. It hurts me to say stuff like that, but this is not for the Celtics right now. I watch all these games. The Celtics and Sixers are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Dude, you cannot say that because, first of all, things change in the playoffs.
Yep.
And LeBron is always at his best in the playoffs. And they're trying to cruise through the regular season.
I could see them being like a 4 or 5 seed.
Nah, they'll be 3-4 seed, and then they'll come out of the Eastern Conference because LeBron will will them, and they'll lose to whoever.
The Wizards are going to beat them by 30 tomorrow.
Dude, it is November 1st.
I know it's early, but still, like,
it is November 1st. Do you realize that people aren't even watching basketball right now until after the All-Star break when the Super Bowl happens?
They're just not that. And listen, I know it's only October, or what is it, November now, right? I know it doesn't really begin until the playoffs start, until the last month of the season, but they have a real problem. Like, their roster is not that good.
Listen,
watch the Celtics, dude. They are so deep.
They are 3-5. and that's just a slow start to the
But
season.
but the way they're losing,
but
they're not losing by 2 points. They're losing at home by 15, 20 points.
They did this a couple years ago when they won a championship.
Well,
and
we'll see when Isaiah comes because
LeBron will find a way. But but I will say this. I will agree that is a franchise that is completely and utterly mismanaged, misrun from top to bottom because their owner's a jerk and he's a whole bunch of other adjectives that I don't even.
You still think LeBron's going to come to LA and Paul George?
Yes.
Paul George is not leaving OKC.
Okay.
Paul George is out of his mind excited about the writer for OKC wrote it.
And he is. He's excited.
He loves
He's excited this year.
How do you leave not playing with? How do you want to go and not play with Russell Westbrook?
Because you can play with LeBron. That's why.
LeBron will be 35 years old. 34,
he's still averaging 38 and 8.
All right, if LeBron and if LeBron goes to LA like you say, who's going to handle the ball?
What do you mean?
Lonzo Ball's going to be the point guard? Who's the point guard right now in Cleveland?
Okay, here is what you're going to see.
There's only one basketball.
Here's the thing that you're going to see. Because Tyronn Lue said some idiocy last week when he said that LeBron was going to be the point guard from now on. LeBron's been the point guard. He's always been the point guard.
Yeah, I know.
And which was like a crazy announcement. Oh, he's going to be he's always been the point guard.
There is one thing though, since he was point guard when Derrick Rose went out, he was averaging 3 rebounds a game. That's nothing for him.
But the thing is, he's been point guard, dude. Like he's been
like point forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime that you dominate the ball and you create and facilitate all the offense, you are the point guard, no matter how tall you are, no matter what.
But George, if you look at that roster, like you said, the scratch and dent, they're not good. Maybe Isaiah Thomas comes, but Isaiah Thomas has to play defense in the playoffs.
They'll be okay long term, but
they're not winning the championship.
No, hell no.
No, but
because
Boston
whoever
Celtics
comes out of the West is winning the championship.
Let me tell you something. Kyrie Irving is way better than I thought he was. He's good.
I've been saying this. That's why he wanted out from LeBron, because he wasn't able to show who he really was.
He is so good. And the other thing, I think this is a slight on Kyrie. He didn't play defense in Cleveland. You should see how he's playing defense in Boston.
Because Brad Stevens requires it. And,
oh my God!
And they don't have a head coach in Cleveland anyway. But speaking of the Lakers, real quick, right? Who's the coach of the Lakers?
Walton.
Where did Walton come from? Previously coaching
Golden State
Warriors, and who
Cleveland before that.
Yeah, but he came from Golden State.
Yeah,
and he also Steve Kerr's the head coach.
Right.
You see
I hate Steve Kerr.
Yeah, but you see the offense they run in
Golden State.
Golden State, where like there is no true point guard. Everybody is like Draymond. Draymond may have the most assists one night. Then
that's not happening in LA though.
Hold on.
Okay.
And then, but Steve Kerr came from the Popovich coaching tree. Same thing in San Antonio. You don't know who's going to. Yes. Steve Kerr coached under Popovich.
You did?
Yes. That's his mentor.
I thought he was just an announcer.
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Okay.
So that's where you get the whole in San Antonio runs this pretty much the same system, the same way that the Golden State Warriors do. They just have better players.
No, the Lakers do not run that offense.
And no. The Lakers are going to run that offense.
Right now they're
moving to
close.
that, and that's why LeBron's going to fit in perfect and win a championship here in LA.
Is not
Go
coming
Bron.
to LA. LeBron is not coming to LA. Paul George is not coming to LA. You have a better chance of George.
So
Harrison
you think
coming
his
to the
kid is just enrolled in is going to be enrolling in school? LeBron's kid is going to be enrolling in school in the San Fernando Valley and not be
I might see him coming to the Clippers.
No,
instead of the Lakers.
Oh God, you're smoking dope.
But either way, the title runs through Philadelphia in the next couple of years. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. You see Joel Embiid? He put up numbers yesterday. It's only been done 2 days ago at Houston. The only person to play under 25 minutes to get 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5
Oh my
steals.
God, a whole 25 minutes.
He played his longest yesterday, 31 minutes.
Oh my God! They let him put.
Can you imagine when he starts playing 35 and 36 minutes?
He won't.
Who's the best center in the NBA?
Who's
the best in the center in the NBA?
What are you talking about? Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh God, Karl Anthony Towns. What has Minnesota ever won? All they do is lose.
Okay, dude. Okay, last thing. The Unafraid Show emails are out. today. I will ask you the question. You give me a quick answer.
And I have not read these. I have not been prepped on it, so let's go.
I met a woman who I swear is the most beautiful woman on earth. I mean, like Olivia Munn, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce beautiful. I'm 38 years old. I'm a 38-year-old regular dude, and this is by far the most beautiful woman who has ever given me any attention. She says she likes me but needs the confirmation that I'm the right guy for her. She's big into psychics, tarot cards, and palm reading and wants me to be. I think those things are witchcraft and scare the hell out of me.
Yes.
But I don't want to lose this opportunity.
Well, yeah, you don't want to. I was involved with a Filipino girl, and man, she was really something in bed. She really was. I hate to say it, but she always wanted to do my freaking tarot card. I swear I didn't even see this. You just brought back good memories. She was so hot, and every time before we'd have sex, she would like do the tarot cards with me. I was like, oh my God, you're something card, like, you know, it says you're gonna die when you're 37. You're gonna get into like a car accident. Like, I'm like, all right, just put that shit away and like take your pants off. Like, so it was every time she was obsessed with these tarot cards. So if I was this guy, but she said the woman's hot, right?
Yeah. He said he's a 38-year-old regular dude, and she's the hottest thing that's ever like come at him, like Beyonce, Olivia Munn, J-Lo.
If it's that good, I don't know. Mine was obsessed with those tarot cards, and I remember this girl was like marriage material. I still remember her name and everything. She worked at Citibank on Tampa and all these. She was so hot, but the tarot cards every single time. Like as soon as we get done, the tarot cards. I'm like, okay.
Witchcraft or no witchcraft?
No witchcraft.
Okay.
No witchcraft.
Next one. My friend just got a divorce, and she has 3 kids, 13, 10, and 7. I decided to let her live with me for a little while her divorce was finalized and she got on her feet. The divorce has been final for over 3 months, and they've been living with me for 7 months now. I love the kids, and they're great, and I kind of like them around, but it's time that I have my own space back. She got a big lump sum for spousal support and is working. I have mentioned it casually a few times, but there's been no movement. I'm a person who shies away from conflict. How can I make this happen and not any bad blood with the kids? Because I like them more than my friend at this point.
We don't even have to answer that. He knows he's being used, right? I mean, come on, right? What did you say?
Oh, I said I'm flattered that you guys believe I have great advice, so I'll do my best here. You didn't mention if she's paying rent, so I'll assume that she is.
Of course she's not.
I've had house guests and live-in people a number of times. Getting them out sometimes proves more difficult than it should be. Being you're doing them a favor.
I've had that too, and I'm going through it right now, so I know what that's like.
Yeah,
so.
that the time is. That you have to make sure that they know the time is subtly over and it's time to put on your big girl drawers and have a real conversation and let her know that she has to go now.
Yeah, it's time. So, for me, what worked to get people out of my house is impregnating my wife. So if that guy doesn't have that same option, so now we need that extra room. So
you gotta go, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, the last one. My son's high school football team has a few Division I players, but they're losing. The coach's son is a junior, and he's the quarterback, and he sucks. Interceptions, overthrows, fumbles, etc. He's playing daddy ball and trying to showcase his kid and trying to get him a scholarship with all these playmakers around. We have a freshman behind him who is fantastic and trains with one of the well-known quarterback coaches. My son is a junior as well. He's tired of losing. Should we transfer or go to the administration and get him fired?
Ooh. Oh, that's really tough. Oh, my gosh. Daddy ball. So you asked me before if I'm tough on my kids. I'm really, really tough on my kids. But not from a performance standpoint. It's from an approach standpoint. If they're being lazy, if they're like whining or like getting mad at the umpires or the refs. So for this one, that's a tough one. It depends how good the kid is. If the kid is really good, you'll want to transfer. If the kid is not that good, just stay there and that's it. What did you say? Did you say the same thing?
How about his education?
Oh, duh. It was a school though. I missed that part. Is it a good school?
I didn't say.
Well, they can get if they transfer, they can get a good education.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you transfer, like depending on what state they live in, you could end up having to sit out a little bit.
Okay, don't be a hypocrite. Let's take we'll take Damon in this case, right?
Okay.
Let's say Damon is at Harvard Westlake.
Okay.
And the varsity coach's kid is in the same grade as him, and you know Damon's a better quarterback, and this kid is playing quarterback, getting all the reps in practice. You're sitting in the game. Damon, the kid throws 4 interceptions. Damon's still on the bench. Next game, what do you do?
We're going to have to find a way to get this fixed.
What's the way you get it fixed?
I mean, this is exactly what I said in my answer. I said transferring schools would be my absolute last
Absolutely,
option. Yep. So I'm gonna have to hope initially that the coach sees the error in his ways, right?
That's not gonna happen.
And then, but you have to realize that this coach is being a dad first before he's being a coach, because he's worried about his relationship at home, all this stuff, and trying to do something for his kid.
At your kid's expense and that kid's expense.
And your best bet is an option that feels yucky. Like
what is it?
Oh, dude, you have to do the covert operations and get support from the other parents and administrators to get going.
Just like travel baseball. Okay, got it.
Yep, it's unfortunate. You guys, thank you guys for joining us. Unafraid. George Reister here, Joey
Sorry,
Hines.
Dodger fans. Sorry, guys.
You're really?
Because you know what?
Nobody cares anymore, dude. That happened yesterday.
Dodger fans don't care?
Nope.
Oh, they're still crying.
Over, dude. It happened yesterday.
If only. But the Dodgers next year it's going to be a Dodger Yankee World Series.
No, because the Yankees are going to suffer karma for firing Joe Girardi when they shouldn't have.
And by the way, if you guys don't want Dave Roberts and Yu Darvish, come on, guys. Come to New York. We'll take you.
Yep. You guys, please make sure that you hit up Unafraid emails at gmail.com. Send us your questions, comments, all of that stuff. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace out.
Swipe and do all that stuff, too.
Yeah, like, share, all that. Peace out.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. All right, everyone.